Hi, this is my channel, Gary Keep It Simple. Nice and simple is the way I like life to be. What I have noticed, and this is something that you may have found, is that very often things that, well, you look at the instructions or somebody tells you what's involved with something and you think, oh, hang on, this is not right. This is too complicated for me. And then you have to do it and you think, well, hang on, that wasn't that difficult. Well, why was I scared? What was the problem? Why did they use such big words? Why were they so aggressive with it? Well, I don't like that way of life. I like things to be simple. If you're like me, you would be able to benefit from this channel. I'd like you to subscribe. The more people who subscribe, the more the channel will get out there and it will help. And I'm not getting paid for this. I'm doing this for fun. I'm doing this for educational purposes. I'm doing this because I've got a lot of stuff stuck in my head. I've worked in all sorts of industries. I've been in electronics since I left school. And I would rather help people and point people in the right direction. If something was invented between 1960 and now being 2021, I was around when it happened. If it was actually being used by people in the domestic field, I was repairing it and using it and whatever. If it was around and was being used, I was repairing it because I went into repairs when I left school. 1974 through until, well, I'm still doing stuff now. So, what can I say? Not everything needs to be complicated and not everything needs to be done the way it's laid out. In the old days, it was easy. You'd have yourself the proper calibration equipment. You'd have somebody on the end of the phone. You could actually, as an engineer, you could phone up somebody like Panasonic or Toshiba or any of those people, Sony, Philips. I spoke to all of them and they would help you quite happily sort out their piece of equipment. And occasionally they'd even help you sort out a different piece of equipment from one of the competition. If you had a Bang & Olufsen video recorder, it was made by Philips, so you could speak to either of them about it. If you had a Ferguson video recorder, it's made by JVC, and they used to like to take pot shots at each other. Anyway, that's another story. But all of that means that you could actually get help, and there was information available. You could order up the parts very, very expensively. Video heads used to cost £100 in the days when £100 was worth a lot more than it is now. That sort of thing was good. And what I wanted to do was on this channel, I want to try and get people who are interested in things now, particularly the old stuff. I want to get them to be able to use it now and enjoy it. I go onto the Facebook groups. There's loads of people on there. Some of them are very, very, very... you've got to do it this way. If you don't do it this way, you're doing it wrong. If you're doing it wrong, it's not right. Blah, 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 blah. Well, unfortunately for them, that isn't actually true very often. If you were to, in my day, phone up, as I say, JVC or DER, Radio Rentals, Ferguson, any of those companies, they had the same piece of equipment. They very often had different protocols in repairing them, even though they came out of the same factory. Some of the Toshiba units were made in the group manufacturing plant, and again, they had a different way of doing it. Neither way was right, neither way was wrong. It was just what fitted in with what they already had been doing and what they wanted to do. So let's try and keep life simple. Let's try and do things a way that works, that will get the results you want now.